I am sorry that the War Thunder thing didn't work out. I'm speechless as to why it broke. But yeah, I made a post, and I know a lot of y'all probably saw it by now. I made a post about how I was very disappointed with the Zootopia 2 trailer. There's a lot of people agreeing with me. A lot of people are like, well, it's a teaser trailer. Guys, alright, we've had 2 teaser trailers for Zootopia, the first one. Alright, we watched both of them. As a matter of fact, the first one was really good. I thought it was like really good. I liked the teaser. I liked the way that they set that up. And then the first one, or the second one, was them adding clips from the movie, right? Both of them are by far better than the one that they just did for Zootopia 2. I am very disappointed in Disney. I really am, guys. There is no words to describe how disappointed I really am at Disney right now. Like, honestly, no words. But anyway, yeah, I'm honestly very disappointed. How does this thing have less fuel than the, that's crazy. Actually, like, that's legit crazy. Alright, well, let's see how well this thing performs. On ice, it performs. Well, it doesn't slide as much, or it slides more, it looks like, than the American truck, which is to be expected, I guess. We're on ice, for goodness sakes. But yeah, look at that. I mean, I like this thing. I can't wait to see it perform when we go and get the logs and tow them to where we're trying to go. But yeah, I'm very disappointed with the Zootopia. Even if it's a teaser trailer, like the very first teaser trailer that they did for Zootopia, it was better than the one that they did for Zootopia 2. And I think what it is they're trying to like make people's like expectation for the movie really low, so that like, and I'm honestly hoping this is what the case is. They're trying to make everybody's expectation for Zootopia 2 to be really low, and then when it comes out, like in disguise, it's going to be like a really crappy movie, but it's going to be better than the trailers said it would be, basically. And basically everybody's going to love it, is basically what I'm hoping that the case is going to be in this. So, yeah. But again, I don't know. I'm hopeful. I really am. Like, I was hopeful for this trailer, and I'm highly disappointed in Disney. It feels like it was thrown together, guys. It really does. It felt like it was thrown together. And considering the fact that the GTA 6 trailer looked really good, like, I honestly have to say, if I had to compare the two, Zootopia 2 is going to probably suck, if I'm being honest. Because it just feels like it. Like it's going to be one of those movies that's just going to, like, they're trying to get our hopes to be really down, so that when the movie comes out, it's better than the trailer said it was going to be, but in reality, it's nowhere near as good as the first one. And that's exactly why I said I'm going to watch the first one before watching the second one when it comes out on Disney+. Now, I also said that I was going to try and do a watching of it on my Discord. I'm going to try and rent both Zootopia and Zootopia 2, and we're going to bench watch both of them. I do look forward to doing that. I am very much looking forward to doing that, but we have to wait until YouTube gets it, and we also have to wait until Disney Plus, or at least my family does have to wait until Disney Plus gets it. That is the only thing that I have to say that I'm not very fond of with Disney and everything, is they have Disney Plus, but in my opinion, I feel like the moment that a movie hits the trailers or hits the theaters is when it should hit Disney Plus. I feel like that should be, like, that's the whole point of Disney Plus. You're supposed to be able to have access to everything earlier than everyone else, so you don't have to wait for it to come out on disc, right? So, you know, that was my thought, and then I can't even freaking watch it because I had to wait like months, and Moana 2 came out last year. I had to wait months to be able to watch it before it came on Disney Plus finally. It was only this year early that I finally got to watch it. And I wasn't very impressed. I will say that now. I was not very impressed with Moana 2. I was very disappointed. It made no sense to me. It just made no sense. It kind of seemed like it was just thrown together, and it honestly hurt me a lot to see Moana 2 be done that way. But anyway, I'm gonna refuel this truck. We're gonna get going. Obviously, we're gonna cut this engine off. There we go. Gonna grab the Longhorn and get moving. I'm hoping we're not gonna need the differential lock, but we'll see when we get there, I guess. I'm curious to see how well this truck's going to perform. Going up these hills and all that, because we have to go, the way that I'm going to go through that muddy area that I don't want to go through, just to keep these trucks from having to burn through more fuel than they probably will. And I'm honestly hoping, guys, since we're on the subject of Zootopia 2, I'm honestly hoping that the movie's better than what the trailer shows, because if I'm being honest, like, I love Judy's outfit. I'll say that. I do love Judy's outfit. Very undercover looking. Nick still, in my opinion, he still needs his old, he needs that old, green shirt that he was wearing in the first one. If you remember when Nick and Judy first met, though, Nick was wearing like a yellow type thing. So he's got the pink, the green, and the yellow, and they all had the same like little design on it. It's just that I don't think Nick looks good in pink. I really don't. But I'm very excited to see what this movie entails. I might actually try and coax my mom into finding a movie theater that we can go to so that we can watch it in theaters. I might actually see if I can do that. Or if nothing else, I'll see if I can find one that's close. Because there's only like one now, because the one that we used to go to that was a sit-down theater, it closed down. And that was honestly a sad moment for us. But the only one left now is a drive-in. And unfortunately, my radio doesn't really pick up signals too well, so which the radio stations I think that I've been listening to are having technical difficulties. I think that's more or less that reason, but I might see if I can go. We'll see. but I kind of want to watch it first with you guys, just so that I can get your guys' opinion on the second movie. But I'm telling you guys now, like, I haven't watched Zootopia, the first one, in probably a good few months, and there's a reason behind it. And the reason is I'm trying to hold off on watching Zootopia until Zootopia 2 comes out, to where I can watch it, so that I can watch both of them and it'll feel like I haven't watched them. But if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I've binge watched, and, well, not really binge watched. I have, I think it's called binge watched, but whatever, I call it bench because you're sitting on a bench to watch it. Yeah, totally, right? But, I watched the crap out of Zootopia so much that I could probably honestly rehearse it and, like, do all the voiceover. Like, that was a while ago, though. I haven't watched Zootopia that much since, like, it got boring. But I'm honestly quite curious to see what this new adventure that they're going to take Nick and Judy on is going to be about. And I honestly hope, if the rumors are true, I honestly hope that Zootopia 3 does become a thing. Because if Zootopia 2 is as good as they say it's going to be, then I think it'll be fun. I'll be so glad to get out of this area. I hate it already. And trying to do this in the dark is impossible. But yeah, other movies that I'm really, really looking forward to, The Bad Guys 2. If I'm being honest with you guys, The Bad Guys 2 I am very much looking forward to, because I don't like the idea, I'll say this, I don't like the idea of them bringing in the bad girls. Like, that just feels like something that they came up with. But at the same time, I'd have to read the books to figure out if it's actually something that did eventually happen. But it just feels like that DreamWorks is trying to appeal to the woke community. And they're trying to appeal to the feminists because of the fact that the bad guys, you know, it was only like one girl that did all the, well, excuse me, two girls that did all the work. But, like, you know, whatever. It just feels like, honestly, if I'm being honest, like, it feels like they're trying to appeal to a community they shouldn't be trying to appeal to. And apparently, I can't remember who it was that did it, but there was a movie that they came out with, or whatever. I'm telling you guys now, though, I think Disney has realized that trying to appeal to the woke community is doing nothing for them, because what a lot of the Disney people don't understand is, as people who have watched the old movies and stuff, like when they redid Snow White, they ruined it completely. People hated the movie. It was probably their least watched film in ever history. It'll probably go down as the least watched film. And just because the fact that, you know, it didn't have anything to do with the original storyline. And people who have been around as long as me, and people who are older than me, who grew up with Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, and all those, you know, they just found that the movie was a disgrace. And I completely agree with that. The movie was a disgrace, from what I understand. I didn't watch it, but I don't think I ever will watch it, because from what I understand, it was a disgrace. Another movie that I probably won't go and watch is the Minecraft movie. The only way that I'll watch it is if, one, it hits Disney Plus, 2, if it comes on Tubi or Roku channel, I'll watch it if it goes on there. But other than that, you won't see me watching it. I will not pay money to go watch that movie. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be like, but you're paying for Disney Plus. Yeah, I'm paying for Disney Plus, yes. But I'm not paying for that particular movie. I'm paying to watch all movies that I want to watch. So, no. The only thing, from what I've seen, that they did right, and I feel like it was really good of them to do, is in that particular movie, they did give a mention to Technoblade. Technoblade never dies. And guys, I'm not a big Minecraft person. I don't really watch a lot of Minecraft YouTubers or anything. But I knew enough to know that Technoblade was a very big influence in that Minecraft community. And when I found out that he had finally died, it did hurt. Like, I never watched him. I never did anything like that. And I imagine that, you know, I lost my father 3 years ago. A lot of y'all know that. And I can only imagine what Technoblade's father's feeling right now. I cannot say, oh, I know how he feels. No, I don't. It's different losing a son than it is losing a dad. At least to me it is. So for me, them adding the Technoblade pig in the Minecraft movie was probably the coolest thing that they did in that movie, and everything else was just a humongous meme. And then they talk about that they want to do, since video game movies are blowing up like crazy right now, they're talking about there's a possibility that they might make a Red Dead Redemption 2 movie. Guys, if that happens, I do not want Jack Black playing Arthur Morgan. I'll tell you that now. Jack Black is not, no. He is not Arthur Morgan material. At best, he is Uncle material. I want to hear Jack Black say lumbago one time. I think it'll be hilarious. But if I'm being completely honest, I think the coolest thing that they could do is do like a GTA 5 action movie and a Red Dead Redemption action movie. I think that would be really cool for them to do. But we all know that they probably won't do anything cool like that. Let's be honest. But another movie that I was actually surprised. I actually thought that there was a black guy playing Bowser. I'm not even joking. Like, when I found out that Jack Black played Bowser, I was blown away. I was honestly blown away to find out that Jack Black played Bowser. That was honestly crazy. It honestly sounded like a black dude was playing him. And if I'm being honest with the way that Bowser is, I feel like a black dude playing Bowser would have been the perfect thing. Because Bowser's always had a deep voice, and some black dudes have really deep voices. So I think it would have been fitting to see a black dude play Bowser. Like, even in the video games, it's always, you know, even in the video games, Bowser has a deep voice. So then for them to put Jack Black, of all people, to play him, it just, in my opinion, it ruined the character for me. And I did watch the Mario movie. And again, they were trying to appeal to the woke community, because the fact that they made Princess Peach this, how do I put it? This girl that had been living in the Peach, or the Toadstool Kingdom, and that was the princess and all this bull crap, and she could do everything all by herself. No, alright, in the video games, it has always been Mario comes to Peach's rescue. That has always been the way that those have worked. It's always been the video games, how they've worked. Okay, if you wanted to make a good movie, you should have kept it like that and not tried to make it appeal to the woke community, because that's what ruined those movies. Stop trying to appeal to a community that, in my opinion, we shouldn't even be worried about, because they're just idiots that can't decide what they want to do with their lives. That's all the woke community is. They can't freaking decide whether or not they want to be a boy or girl, a freaking pineapple, a donkey. Honestly, they all are donkeys in my opinion because they act like it. Freaking jackasses. And you know, it's sad because when people hear like LGBTQ and all that stuff, they immediately think, oh, gay people, oh, lesbians. Dude, alright, I know two, well, I know for a fact one, but there was another dude that was gay as well that I used to get, he cut my hair at Great Clips until the Great Clips that was near me shut down. And he was gayer than a $2 bill, and he made the comment one day. He was like, I know how he likes it. And it was like, my mom and I, we joked about it, but we knew what he meant. You know, it was just a joke that me and my mom came up with, and it was meant to be funny. We weren't picking on the dude or nothing. You know, it was just funny. And he did cut my hair. He cut it better than anybody else in that Great Clips. And then my old boss, when we used to work in KJ's, he was gay, and I didn't find out about it until the power went out one night, and it was just me and him. And he's like, oh yeah, I gotta get home to my husband. And I'm like, oh. And I had just told him not long ago that I didn't agree with gay people or nothing like that, but I didn't judge them. And then so like that being basically blown up in my face kind of made me go, oh, I screwed up. But no, it didn't change how either one of us treated one another or nothing. You know, I was kind of weirded out, but, you know. And then I ended up telling everybody else that he was gay. And, you know, everybody else was surprised by it too, because he doesn't act it. He really doesn't. He just acts like a nice guy, you know? And then, like, when I told, and I'll put it this way, guys, nobody treated him any differently because of the fact that he was gay. Nobody treated him any differently. We all still treated him with respect because he was our boss and that he knew what he was doing. We all treated him with respect. Never treat your boss, or anybody for that matter, no matter if you disagree with what they're doing or not, do not treat anybody with disrespect just because you disagree with something they decide to do with their lives. It's their life. They do what they want to with it, you know? Okay, yeah, that ain't gonna work. We get going. Come on, truck. Get the fourth gear. Get the fourth gear. There you go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Climb, climb, climb. All right, shift it. We always get stuck right here. It's fine. All right, just go over here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Get grip, get grip, 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 grip. Grip onto something. There we go. There you go. That's what you got to do to get up here. Go for it, you know? Probably, honestly, what they put it here for. Alright, so we made that. That was good. But yeah, like, I don't like the fact that they keep trying to appeal to different communities. Like, no one cares about the woke community. No one gives a crap about whether or not you're gay or lesbian. No one cares, alright? Stop trying to appeal to these communities and just make good movies. Alright, if they don't like it, they ain't gotta watch it. Period, you know? There ain't no requirement saying that whether you're gay or lesbian or whatever that you have to watch this movie. No, there's no requirement for that. If they don't like it, they can go. I don't care. But yeah, I'm honestly, like, a lot of the recent movies that have been coming out, they've honestly sucked. I'm not even joking with you guys. They have sucked really, really bad. And it's honestly disappointing for me with the with the Zootopia one because I was really looking forward to a decent trailer, and then it was basically like a full 2 minutes of just a waste of time. A waste of time, money, animation, skills, and everything just wasted on a movie or a movie trailer. And apparently people are like, it's just a teaser trailer. It doesn't matter if it's a teaser trailer or not. We want something decent, and that was not decent. It was thrown together last minute, and it was just, in my opinion, it just sucked. There's no covering that. It sucked. Like, nobody's got the guts to say it, I don't think. But honestly, Disney, if that's what you're gonna call a trailer, then you need to just leave now, because you guys severely have ruined your reputation. You've ruined everything about your company at this point. Disney used to be about making good quality movies. Now, I think DreamWorks is starting to honestly take over that department, if I'm being honest. Alright, let me go get my next truck ready, because we're going to need it. But anyway, guys, whatever. Alright, what is the next thing? Alright, so I have to do drilling equipment. What about this one? Drilling equipment. Alright, so that is the next thing, I think. Yeah. So I have to do these. So what's this entail? Oil rig salvage. Alright, so yes. Alright, so that tells me everything I need to know. Okay. Alright, we got the saddle high on here, so we're good. Alright, well, here we are. We're already down to down by 3 gallons, which is insane, but whatever. We might eventually get somewhere. I hope we do, because this is kind of getting boring. I do have to admit, I do really like this truck, though. I do. I really like this truck. I like the fact we got decent mirrors on it too. That's a nice little detail. But here we go. We're gonna go up this hill, and hopefully we don't have to waste fuel trying to do it. This thing guzzles gas, I'll tell you that. Alright, switch it to low gear, get that going. I have to admit, having the diff lock really helps. But yeah, a lot of people have tried, since we're talking like movies and stuff that suck, a lot of people have tried the new game called Roadcraft, and a lot of people are disappointed by it, including myself. I was very, very disappointed by it, because of the fact that they did test the mudding physics and everything, and like apparently they were less good as the SnowRunner one, and people are complaining about it, guys. Like, people are legitimately complaining about how crappy Roadcraft is. Like, a lot of people really love the game, but there's also people who hate it. Guys, as somebody who loves SnowRunner and loves the way that it's set up, MudRunner too, I love both of them. I used to hate SnowRunner, but I love SnowRunner now. As somebody who hates freaking or loves SnowRunner and MudRunner, I absolutely hate the Roadcraft. I don't like the way it's set up. It feels like, honestly, they took all the fun out of it and just was like, yeah, build a road, build a skyscraper, build this, build that. And it's like, dude, come on. Like, you could do that. Like, guys, I'm not joking with you. I think Roadcraft would have been nice if they would have kept everything that they had in SnowRunner and just added the new tools and stuff so that you could build roads. Like, that would have been awesome. Like, kind of build it like SnowRunner, right? But have it to where you have missions to where you have to build roads and stuff too, so that you're having to use these new vehicles as well as being able to use some of the old ones. Or they could have made it a DLC, to be honest. They honestly could have made it a DLC. But they didn't. They did that instead, and a lot of people are just like not satisfied with it. They honestly hate it. So I know my Discord, one person that actually was trying to urge me to get it, he played it and he hates it. He hates the way it plays. And he made a post about it today saying, well, Roadcraft sucks. Actually, hold on, I will actually tell you guys exactly what he said. As soon as it pulls up my Discord on my phone. Roadcraft sucks is what he said. That is exactly what he said. Roadcraft sucks. Guys, Roadcraft is not worth the money that they're wanting to charge you for it. I'll put it that way. It is not worth that amount of money. I'm just going to keep differential lock on, because if I'm being honest, we're not burning through fuel much more. We're not even burning through it more by using it, so we're just going to keep it on while we're going through this mud. It does make us slower, but that's okay. We're getting through it about the same amount, so the sooner we get through it, the better. I'll be glad to get these missions for this game done, or this map, because I really want to get out of this snowy environment. And for those of you who are wondering, today will be the last day that I stream anything. I will do since I did this stream as late as I did, I'm going to try and deliver this. I'm going to get started. I might try and do one more mission, and then I'm going to end this stream. And I will try sometime this afternoon to do a War Thunder stream. But basing everything off of whatever's going to happen with us going to Charleston tomorrow, I will have to not stream tomorrow. I won't be able to stream. I'll be getting up early probably, and I'll have to leave to go to Charleston, and then I'll be gone Wednesday and Thursday, so I might get back Thursday night, and if I do, I'll try to run to Walmart and get what I'm gonna get. I'm getting a few things, for those of you who are wondering. I'm planning on getting a $10 gift card for PlayStation Plus purposes, and I'm also gonna get a new game that's about $20 right now, and I'm also going to get I'm gonna get $30. I might just, do $20. I don't know. But I'm also going to try and get something for War Thunder as well. But again, we'll see. But the new game that I'm going to be bringing to the channel is going to be GTA 5. You guys will get to see me not only fool around with the cars in the game, you'll see me mess around with multiplayer with a friend of mine, and you will also see me, you will also begin to see me do, how do I say this? You will also see me do some of the campaign. I'll probably do all the campaign except for the missions that are like really but we'll see. But I hope that you guys are looking forward to that as much as I am. I haven't played GTA in forever. I'll put it that way. I haven't played it in forever. So, I'm quite honestly, if I'm being honest with you guys, yes, I do plan on playing through the campaign and maybe live streaming it. I don't know about that part yet. But I do know about the part that, I'm very much looking forward to it. I very much am. I just hope you guys are, because I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there that are restarting a lot of old games like that, and they're getting views off of doing it and all. Guys, that's not the reason that I'm doing this. My friend Jay, a lot of you know Jay, he begged me to get GTA 5. And with me still living under my mom's house, or under my mom's roof and everything, I try to ask her about things like that, because she basically forbid me from playing it a long time ago when I was not an adult, and she forbid my little brother from playing it as well, and he's really the reason we stopped being able to play it. And to make a long story short, I had to ask her, and she said as long as my little brother doesn't get access to it, that I can get it and play it. So, and as long as I don't start acting stupid because of it. So, I'm not really worried about anything like that, because I learned a long time ago, a video game's a video game, it's not real life. So This is going to be my my chill game to play right here. I love playing this game. It does get frustrating at times. I will admit that it does get frustrating at times, but it is, for the most part, fun to play. I honestly can't wait to get all the missions done, because guys, let me show you all the missions I still have to do. I still have to do all of these right here. Most of these are like drilling things. I still have these 3 right here, which this is the one I'm looking at right now, so it'll be these 2 right here that I have to do. And then I have these 2 right here that I have to do, and mostly it's just these ones on the bottom that are causing me the most pain. Excuse me. So we'll have a little fun. I love the logging aspect of this game, though. That's why I love MudRunner so much. So I do try to do a little bit of logging. I love grabbing my trucks and trying to figure out which ones can make it through the muddiest environments to deliver logs. So I do love doing that, and that's kind of why I'm doing this. So the next bit, though, is going to be the biggest issue. So alright, so here we go. We're going to go into here, this here gas station, and try to get some fuel for our next bit of the trip, and then we'll be scot-free, I think. Oh, nope. Okay, we're just going to go over that. Yeah, nope. Okay, we can't go over that. Never mind. Apparently the game said no. Turning radius on this thing is a 0 out of 10. I hate the turning radius on this thing. Look at this. I'm going to hit the gas pumps. Look at this. Alright, hold on. Let me reverse it a little more. There we go. It almost feels like the logs are intentionally trying to make things difficult. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we're going to swing wide here, because this thing doesn't turn like I said, so the articulation helps at some cases, but it doesn't at others, so this ought to be an interesting little task that we have to do. I love the fact that thing just went through that like it didn't even care. These Russian vehicles, I'm telling you, they got more capability than a lot of the American ones that you see in the game. But I will say this, I do love my American vehicles in this game. I loved them. I'll put it this way, I didn't like them as much in MudRunner. I felt like the ones in MudRunner were intentionally made to be impossible to really do anything with. But the ones in SnowRunner, they seem almost balanced enough that you can use them. It's just that sometimes you have to get the upgrades in order to use them, so. But here we go, we're wheel slipping on the back wheel back there. You see that happening, I hope. I'm gonna get up to this, and we're gonna go for it. We're in Alaska, though, so imagine having to drive in Alaska. This is probably what you'd have to deal with a lot, so. Where does that road there even go? Oh, it goes under the bridge, so that's not going to help us, is it? If I'm being honest, I wish that came out to a different spot other than right there. Because I'd honestly take that road. But that's just a lot of work. We're just going to go the way we know that works. just to make things easier on ourselves. Alright guys, here we go. Up the hill and far away, trying to get up the freaking hill. Dude, the moment this thing gets grip, it just starts going. It doesn't even care anymore. Look at that. That's awesome. You know what? You know, since we're talking and all, can we talk about the fact that, you know, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but can we talk about the fact that every other YouTuber that I've ever watched, they're always like, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. It really helps the channel out, blah, 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 blah. I've never once really said that. Ever. Like, it's up to everyone else as to whether or not, in my opinion, it's not up to me whether or not you guys do that. If that makes any sense. Like, what y'all do with y'all's free time, it's y'all's free time. You know, if you want to watch me, you watch me. If you don't, you don't. You don't have to. It's always been the way I've kind of been when it came to YouTube. You know, if somebody wants to watch me, they can watch me. If they don't want to watch me, they don't have to. I'm not going to beg for subscribers. I'm not going to beg for comments or likes or anything. You know, that's just stupid, in my opinion. Yeah, I know that, you know, a lot of those YouTubers that say that, you know, that's how they get paid. But, you know, that's why I don't want to get paid by YouTube, because I feel like I'm begging you guys to give me something that I honestly really haven't earned. Like, yeah, okay, some of them, like, that do animations and stuff, okay, those guys have put their blood, sweat, and tears into it, right? Alright, and, you know, some people would argue, well, the ones that do the gaming videos and stuff, they put their blood, sweat, and tears into that, too. It's like, they could be doing something else. Yeah, okay, cool, yeah, true. But here's the thing. Everybody makes a decision on what they want to do with their lives. Alright? I don't plan on always being a YouTuber. Alright, I'm not even really a YouTuber. I just, you know, stream what I love. And I have fun, you know, whether it be whatever, you know, you guys, I'm hoping, are having fun, you know. For me, when I started YouTube, and, you know, you guys are going to hear this later on, too. When I started YouTube, it was completely and utterly out of my own sanity. To keep my sanity alive, more or less, if that makes sense to anybody, right? It was completely and utterly to keep my own sanity alive. That was the whole reason I did it, right? The whole reason. That was the whole freaking reason. Alright, so I gotta go get this trailer, so let me go grab that right quick. That was the whole reason that I went and I did what I did, you know, whatever. You know, it was because of the fact that I was going crazy having nothing to do every day. And so I started doing YouTube. And I told myself when I started, I was like, well, you know, I don't want to try and make money off of this. I don't want to try and, you know, profit off of everybody else watching me. So, let me just make a YouTube channel and I'll make people's days by just being there, And, now here I am almost at 400 subscribers only a year in, And it's not because of the fact I'm begging for it. I'm not even sure if it's the YouTube algorithm. People just, they've heard about me, whether it be in a bad way or a good way, and they come to my channel, they find out like who I am, what I am, how I play, whatever, and they like my content, so they subscribe. It has nothing to do with me. It's a preference. And it's like I've told people several times, and I've said this on several streams. People will come, people will go. I don't care if you decide one day, oh, well, I don't really watch him anymore, let me leave. If that's what you want to do, do it. Don't feel bad. I'll be okay. Do not feel bad because your preferences change. All right? Don't do that to yourself. Don't beat yourself up because of the fact you no longer want to watch me. I'll be okay. But yeah, like that's the biggest thing that I find that people tend to burn themselves out about, is worrying about whether or not I'll be mad at them if they stop watching me. Dude, don't worry about it. I'll be fine. Will I be sad that I've lost a subscriber? Yes, I've had several times where like I'll go one day and I'll be at like, okay, so when I hit 160, I went like the day after and 2 people had unsubscribed from me. I don't know why. It was just that they did. And I was okay with that. Was I sad about it? Yes. Oh no, I lost 2 subscribers. And then I thought about it. Their preferences might have changed. They might not have wanted to watch what I started playing. And guys, one of the things that I found is without really trying to, I've kind of turned myself into a vehicle playing channel. Like anything that has anything to do with any type of vehicle, I play. And I didn't mean to do that. It just happened. I just bullied a tree. I said, get down, tree. It's kind of like with Komodo Gaming. Like Komodo Gaming, I don't think he intended for his channel to go from being funny and all that to just being like a lot of random games to being a car type of channel, like a vehicle channel. But that's what ended up happening to his channel. If you pay attention to Komodo Gaming's channel, you'll notice that like he went from playing Stormworks and Gary's Mod and Brick Rigs to only really messing with BeamNG and like these simulator games and stuff like that. Like that was the type of stuff that he started playing. And it was because of the fact he turned his basically he turned his channel into a car gaming channel, and it wasn't anything that he really did. It's probably because the fact that's what his viewers like to watch, and a lot of YouTubers have to look at that stuff. Me, I don't care. But if you'll give me just a moment, I am going to teleport over here. I have to go grab this thing, and then yes, Jay, we can talk. If you're watching the stream, yes, we can talk. I don't know why that guy's inviting me to a party, because that's not happening. Hello, Jay. Boy, I know you ain't gonna freaking invite me to a party and then freaking go silent like I don't exist. Boy, you better say something now. If he comes on here and says, say something, or says, and actually says the word something. Jay, hook up your mic. Boy. You know what's gonna be sad? I have to try and get this whole trailer that they're wanting me to pull, and they're wanting me to pull it. Wait, is that the one that's fell down? Yes, it is. I'm gonna have to. Hey, Jay. About time you answered, boy. I can't complain. Of course I am. And within 2 days, I'll have GTA. Yeah, I told you that Mom said yeah, didn't I? I thought so. I'm honestly really excited for that too. But I'm trying to figure out if I should stream the campaign or not, because, like, I know there's some iffy stuff. Yeah, the shoe club. Yeah, the shoe store. We anybody that's played GTA, we know it does. Like, I think it honestly, like, I know there's another game where it does that, and that would be dang it, what's the game called? Oh, hold on. Is that a... Oh, I found a different way up. Oh, that's going to be a... No, it's not. There's no way I'm making it up that. Never mind. But there's another game that has it too, and that would be The Wolf Among Us. It has a scene in it that is very much 18 plus. No. It goes by really fast, like, that's the good thing, but it's still something that makes you just look around to make sure your mom's not watching. Like, what are you watching? I'm not watching anything, it's part of the game! I guess, like, I have to figure out what missions they are, and then I'll just won't stream when I get close to doing those missions or something. Or I'll pause the mission, or pause the stream, because I can pause the stream. I'll pause the stream long enough to go in there and then get out or whatever. Well, I have to go in there, don't I? Yeah. I get to try and figure out how I'm going to get this massive trailer back the way that I came, and it's not happening. That's just not happening. Know what else is massive? this trailer. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I'm trying to think, because I know there's like a little path that I can take that'll take me around. Oh wow, this is like a really small little path, dear lord. But I don't want to take that path. I want to take the path that kind of shoots you out right back. I'll figure it out once I get there. There's no way I'm getting this trailer up that hill. This is just not happening. Well, I might. It depends. Where's this area go? Goes across the river. That was safe. I'd try it. But we're going to try and go up the massive hill and see how well it works. Yes. Yes, I'm streaming it. It might not be giving you notifications. It's been doing that a lot. I think that's just the algorithm that's screwing with me. But yay. It is a, they call it a oil rig salvage semi-trailer. On a barrier. I have to go this way in order to get through where I'm trying to go. Yeah, I know. You could always mute the stream. I'm going to go on ahead and get the differential lock going, because I know this is going to be a pain. Wait, where's that little road go? Oh, it goes into nowhere. That works. That little road leads to nowhere. Yay! There is just, like, nowhere to go, because, like, I could have drove that way and went there. Do you think you'll get Helldivers too? No, I don't touch those kind of games. I don't want to find out where that road goes. That looks scary. I probably should have put chain tires on here, but I was too lazy to. It would have helped me, that's for sure. But we're going to see if this thing can make it without wheel slipping like crazy. And if it can, we'll be fine. And we're already wheel slipping, I think. We're doing good so far. I'll know when I start wheel slipping because the truck will start going sideways. Hey, look! Wheel slip! All I got to do is like put one tire on the snow and I'll be fine. I can pull it because the snow gives me grip, so just kind of keep it on the edge of the road here and I'll be fine. And it's going to be that big lip that's going to kill me with this trailer though, because there's like a lip up here. It is going to kill me trying to go up this. I think I've done this before with this particular truck, but it's still a pain. Oh, and I get stuck on the one massive rock that I could possibly find, of course. It's going to be once the barriers get over here that's going to make it impossible. I have to go grab a bigger truck with chain tires to pull me out. Alright, here we go. We're going to use the road here. Or at least attempt to. It's doing good so far, so, I mean... She's slow, she's steady, but she's doing the job, so... I mean, I have no complaints so far. And I don't have it. I don't have low plus or low lows or low high or low low. So I'm just using low gear. And she's pulling it like a champion. We are the champions. The road gets really narrow here. Dear God, help me, Jesus. Hope I can pull this freaking trailer. Oh no, Jay, I think I made a mistake. Yep. That's a mistake. That was a mistake. Here we go. We're pulling. Come on, baby. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Pull, baby, pull. Jay, she's doing it. Jay, she's going sideways. Jay, she's going sideways. Nope, I made it. The truck made it. Now I just got to get the trailer up here. Come on. Come on. Yes, I made it. We're good. Now we just have to tear down some small trees to turn, and then we're good to go. Some trees were harmed in the filming of this stream. Know what makes this even more interesting is the fact that I have to go downhill with it now too. Now I'm thinking about it, I gotta go downhill with it twice. How am I gonna manage this? Dear God. Alright, well here's the first one. Downhill section. Not as bad as you figured it would be. Alright. Nice and easy. Barely mashing on the gas, just kind of letting it kind of glide itself. Then there's a sharp corner, not turner. I'm an idiot. I'm thinking of Pirates of the Caribbean, apparently. I got a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt. And guess what's inside it? Crazy. I was born crazy. Jay knows this is fact. Oh, Jay, look. Jay. Truck things. Truck things. Look, truck things. Truck things. Oh, here comes the big hill, Jay. This ought to be interesting. Put it in fourth gear and let's go. Alright, take the wide turn here, and here we go down the slippery gulch looking thing. Alright, add some breakage. There we go. Then actually try to get this thing to turn, which is impossible. Oh boy, we're gonna hit the bridge. I just see it happening. Oh, we barely missed. Alright, here we go. I gotta turn left now. Okay. We are the champions. We made it on the first try. Sometimes it's just all about the truck that you decide to use. Look at the wheel slip we're getting. Now I get to tow this all the way back. So this ought to be interesting. Oh, the parking brake's on. I guess if I turn that off, it would actually go. Duh. Alright, here we go. We're going to take this nice and easy because this trailer is massive and there's not enough room to do this, but we're going to try it anyway. That's a rock. Yep, just clip it a little bit. It's fine. That's a telephone pole. Bonk. It's fine. It's just a telephone pole. Alright, so we're going to go forward. Keep going. There you go. Alright, now we're going to turn. That was easier than I figured it would be. This trailer actually kind of helps itself a little bit. Oops. It kind of chops down its own trees to get through. You know, that good stuff. There we go. Alright, so we're good there. So, we'll go here. What's that say? Be prepared for the unexpected? Okay. Why didn't they just say expect the unexpected, you know? Would have made more sense in that situation, but okay. $35 miles an hour through here. Yeah, like that's gonna work out. When do you plan on playing War Thunder? Once I get this delivered, unless I decide to take a break from it, I'm gonna take me a small break, do some things, watch some TV, take me a break off of playing, and then I'm going to jump on War Thunder and do a live stream on it. Also, big announcement, guys. I finally researched all my 6.3 tanks for America. We're now researching into 6.7. So that'll be something for you guys to look forward to. Now all I need to do is do the same thing for Russia, and we'll be home free. Yay! You know what's going to be interesting? This thing's going to high center like crazy when we get up some of those hills. So then I'm going to have to basically do some really weird maneuvers in order to get it over. Alright, here we go. We're going to have to make this turn wide. There we go. I think the tires kind of turn a little bit too. I might be wrong, but I think that's something that they do. I don't know. Oh, what's that sign say, I wonder? Be prepared for the ending. Why do they keep saying that? Like, that is not something you put on a sign. That would make me want to turn around and leave. Just don't put that on a sign. That's like stupid. Anyway, here we go. Vroom vroom. I honestly think this is the truck that they intended for people to do this kind of stuff with, because it honestly feels like it sometimes. Like, it only has the saddle high. It's really good at it, and it doesn't seem to have an issue with most of it. So, you know, you're being extremely cautious basically for no reason, but you be cautious because you're worried you're going to flip the trailer, because, I mean, truck driver things. Alright, here comes the interesting part. Right here is getting through all this rockage and stuff right here. There we go. Got through it with no issue, of course. Now we go down the hill and far away. Oh dear God, this is going to be where this thing gets stuck. Watch it. Either that or it's going to bump and just slide, or tip over almost, whichever one it decides to do. Guys, we're getting close to where we need to be, so hopefully if everything goes well, we'll be there soon. Also, for those of you who are wondering about the pipes and stuff, yes, that is something that is in Canada. It is also in Alaska. That is oil pipes. That's what those are. That is oil going straight through, I think, Canada, and it also goes to Alaska. Alaska does it. And, as far as I know, that's like the only countries, or the only places that actually do it. I might be wrong about that. Russia might do some of it too. I don't know, but like, it's actually really cool, I think, having the oil on top instead of underneath. And really, it's honestly a more beneficial way to do it, because they can constantly keep an eye on it now. Whereas if it was underground and it busted, you know, that would be oil that we're losing because of the fact that, you know, Americans and their oil. But anyway, oh, what's this say? Truck services? Yes, that's exactly what we are, truck services. You know what, since we're here at the garage, let me get my next trucks ready so that you guys can see what we're bringing out next, because so we have 2 trucks in here. As you can see, it's this one and this one. So those are the only 2 we have ready. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab that, get it ready to go, right? And then we're going to grab the other one, put it back, and then we'll grab the other one. Alright, so retain, go over here, truck storage. I've already used those, so the next one will be this one. Just so you guys know what we're dealing with next. These are the trucks that I have to use next. And I have to use them no matter what, no matter how much I hate them. So the next truck that won't go in here yet, because then we won't have anywhere to retain, that will be my wolf truck. That right there, I love that paint job. This one, and then that, and then we move on to these. And most of these are good except for like 2 of them, I think. Yeah, that one, and in my opinion, that one right there sucks, so. Don't ask me why I have 2 internationals. I have yet to figure that out myself, so. But yeah, those are the next trucks I have to use. And then it's on to, it's on to those next trucks, so. And as you guys can see, I am, damaging my engine. I'm trying to very carefully navigate this truck through this insanity of why put barriers there? Like, what are you gonna hit? Rock? And then you don't put barriers next to the rocks? Like, what the world? This game makes no sense sometimes. It really doesn't. But here we go. We're gonna deliver this. I'll find out what the next mission is that we have to do, and then we'll base everything off of that. Oh, here we go. Douglas knows who I am, unlike you, sir, so whatever. Because, see, Douglas actually doesn't believe everything that the internet tells him. Hold on a moment. But anyway, let me get this done and then I have to get off, so I have things I have to go do, so. Yeah. I love it when people freaking believe everything that the internet tells them and they take it as like freaking truth. And it's like, yeah, okay, whatever, kid. It just shows how young and stupid they are because they believe everything the media and the internet tells them. And it's like, whatever. But anyway, once I get this delivered, I'm going to hop off and I have to go do a few things, so you guys will see me play War Thunder tonight when I get back. Hopefully I won't be gone too long. I hope. At least it isn't Snow White 3. That's funny. That's a good one. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm almost to where my destination tells me I need to go, and we will take care of everything else later. So I will get my truck ready, depending on what I need to do to it, to get it ready for the next mission, and then I have to go. I have things in real life that I have to go do, so until I come back, you guys can do whatever you guys do. Get yourselves ready, because tonight we're going to be grinding out some aviation in Russia in War Thunder. So if you'd like to participate, it would be greatly appreciated if you did. Then that's your... Oh look, I made it to rank 28. That's insane. Alright, local. Let me grab that. Let me go here. I have to deliver such and such supplies. Alright, there we go. So that's what we got to do next. So I hope everybody has a lovely day. And remember, you mess with the wolf, you get the fangs. Y'all have a good one.